Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose. Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a...
Hey! Green blood! Kurt. And so the day has finally come. my royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor! Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your fight with honor! It appears we've brushed up on the basics. Indeed. Remember...
Are your bags packed for the great...
Yes, you know.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die. By the way, where is our future governor hiding?
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be... I'll meet you in front of the...
Very well.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise, but the transporter doesn't want the parliamenting.
Of course.
In the lower bar.
Right then.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With the alliance was sealed, the greatest of our this union, but our and of course, today, each day.
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I...
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you...
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fit. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you. I only regret...
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the... We would consider it a tremendous favor if...
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must... I'll look into this and see what I can do. I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light...
merchant is there.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, do know in the future we won't be shopping with them.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for...
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something, and so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked.
I'll be damned. And I'm the...
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm
following orders. Yeah, we hear you.
This whole story sounds suspicious, and you're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that...
I'm not the one demanding.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed. Lord de Sardet. During our conversation, you explained to me that you're... That's regrettable. Especially, you know as...
But I'm only a babe.
That is a shame. Well, I order you to... Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you...
As you request, my lord.
Now that's a wife.
Thank you. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us. To my help! And death to the others!
To me. You won't regret this. Citizens, I present to you...
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same. Routine.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to...
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel none.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your...
Of course. But, as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify... But, if it helps you make up... There now.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you...
As a man of science, I consider skepticism. In your case, it is not skepticism.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
To my help, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect...
You refuse to taste it.
You might have put something in it to cool...
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your...
And you dare challenge me when you have...
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these...
Yes, no,
You damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while...
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough, and here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. But I have a number of... I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize them. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making to find a remedy to the Malachor they won't hesitate to kill.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned... Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those potions?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
Oh, you don't understand. I fled. But I have... This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder?
I don't have a choice. But
if this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case. But a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your...
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects...
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents.
So...
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well, then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting. So, did you find a way to...
Yes. I've unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to...
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients. Customers, and we have no choice but to go this way. Holy leaders, they've seen me. I've never...
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
More Envy customers. I should have stayed at the tavern. I was safe.
To my health! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
My cart, finally. I owe you my life.
Just do us the favor of never coming back.
Have no worries about that. I'm not...
Move along now. Get out of here while...
Would you accept this as a token of my farewell, my lord?
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. Matters turned out a little more He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but all the same, you have nothing to fear.
We'll eventually... Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Selection. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you. Have you seen anything to your liking? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to... Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. Welcome. It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though...
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tyr, but the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity, and we've already lost quite a bit of time with this.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise?
I would never ask you to do...
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less... But this cargo must reach the...
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do...
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Greetings, Your Excellency.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the...
Don't worry. We'll find him in...
I certainly hope so. Oh.
What will be your official title on Tier 4D? Or are you just here to...
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island, and also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more... Your help will be extremely valuable to me.
It's always a privilege. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few...
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear some. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you... I would like to set sail with a clear...
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore. But the day of departure, every able-bodied...
Does the boy know anyone in Sue?
Other than fellow Nords? I don't think so.
This Jonas, does he have...
In tradition, we are all members of the same family.
Might I have a word?
As you wish.
Have you seen anyone wandering about?
Take a look around. There are far, as long as they don't try and get... That said.
A smuggler?
In the port jails. Not far from the... Why, I ask you? Why the sudden...
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just...
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Teleme's men.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard, and they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end... The port brigs...
You haven't heard anything about my cousin. To be honest, we were hoping to find...
Did you say he was... My men spoke...
That isn't the safest place.
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship.
Impossible. It's all merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority. And the formalities are so. Unless you're asking me to turn smuggler.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then, they'll have to wait.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave...
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't...
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you. My quartermaster is a half-crew. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to displace guards where our cargo is being held before being... All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt.
The commander is gonna have my head.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves. It must... Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the... Prince's relatives?
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was
There was indeed a party here.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young... Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes?
I don't believe it. Of course he was... I hope you've come to reimburse me.
What kind?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood.
Let me take a look.
If you can fix it...
That's not a small sum. I need to think...
Oh, the father has forgotten.
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to
Yes. Just...
That does indeed look like fine work.
I would hope. Can you tell me...
Your cousin is either a very bad... Dangerous fellows. They've
What kind of business did...
Several, actually, and they're all illegal. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin...
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye. Perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cat...
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously.
When did you last see...
2 days.
Did anything...
Maybe a tad.
Why would that...
Why? I haven't...
What does Jonas do? Did he...
Never...
Does he know anyone?
No.
Do you think he could have... I don't know where to...
No.
And you don't believe...
I like loud. The itch. Here, yes. I call back.
What do you think about Captain...
He's a damn... He knows his...
How old is he?
He's not seen as...
I need to be going. Good day, sailor.
You talking about, but like I've been...
Were you a witness?
Yeah, and well, those...
Why didn't you intervene? Did you report this?
Unfortunately, the captain...
Did Jonas... Do you know...
No.
Why would... Did anyone else...
There was still a... I seem there was kind of fellow every now and again.
What do you think about Captain... Thank you, Lara.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
any idea who I am? Open up!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have...
It's blocked. It's not possible just now.
This man is going to bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have got rid of him.
Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt?
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's...
A Naut, you say?
According to one of his fellows, he would have...
A kidnapping. I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Good.
Who are you?
No, I'm looking for a young cabin...
Yes, that does ring a...
What can you tell me about...
He's seen, and he must have...
Tell me what happened then.
A rich man, the kind of man. They exchanged...
And after that?
And I think I wouldn't have thought that...
Who was the rich merchant dealer?
No, sir. You were in... It was Sir Fon...
Where can I find him?
He has a house at...
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please. Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sardet. And to what do I owe the...
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for him. According to witnesses, he had an
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of, he has simply returned home.
Excuse me.
Don't you see, Your Excellence?
I am very surprised. And that his men escorted him from the tavern using...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you...
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that...
My son was probably shocked to have... A gesture that you...
What was your son doing on a...
It is what they...
What are you talking...
I would have thought. It seems that you... This horror... You will have no...
Where might I find...
I cannot say until the Nauts have...
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Sir?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Fredi. I'm
enchanted as well, Your Highness.
Are you ready?
We should be able to set sail with... I'm still without...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nort?
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see your absence this morning worried.
Come now, Sir de Corsillon. My father may have been angry out... I'm sad to have caused... Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sin... Though still seeing double from last night's drink, Ta-da! My dear cousin!
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night...
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure.
I fear that some of my... But you wanted to ask me something.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin... She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some...
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back to bring...
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we... Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain... price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle...
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been... But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for...
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is what counts most, is that you bring the boy. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us. Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so curt.
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas was taken...
That is not true.
Enough! With every...
Prison?
Kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he is a Nort that you kidnapped and locked up. In the eyes of the Prince, you have committed a crime that puts the interests of the congregation at great risk.
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to recover her child. We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak with him to be convinced, he's in our warehouse. Near the... I am certain that once you have heard his account...
I regret threatening that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
boots worn through? Is your hat out of style?
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son.
Those Nauts took him from us, but now...
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say? I looked into the contract that binds you to the North. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business.
It is so, but...
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences.
The Prince will know how to negotiate with the Nauts.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in this.
You wouldn't dare tell...
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to...
Yes. Even if...
That doesn't surprise me. I feel more sorry for my mother.
You don't seem to be all that close to...
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. They find me, capture me, and lock... My family is the Nauts. I am sorry for my parents, but that...
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother.
Selection, whatever you need.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs. Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison. Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison.
Have you come to deliver us to the Please, please, have pity. We are not heretics. We are not—
In that case, why is the ambassador— Why is the Inquisition—
Our only error was wanting to publish—
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking— But the Inquisition wants to silence us so bad—
Tell me more about your—
Our work.
The disciple—
The very same.
With the discovery, we wanted to
And?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went. But the text that we discovered was radically different.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth.
It was written in black and white. And there is no doubt about it.
I understand now what that— This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret.
Who were you hoping would—
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't—
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being—
That would be better than being—
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could—
We have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text or anything else.
It served no purpose.
I see.
I beg of you.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin. If he can be persuaded to offer you—
Your goodness honors—
If I manage to— Stay here.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait.
The way is clear. It's time.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it.
Don't you be worrying now.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there.
Move out. Quick step.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Teleme. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your...
If you would allow me, I would like to give...
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade.
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek...
Curse them!
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the... I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would...
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might intervene. We have nothing else to do.
I must be going. Farewell.
May the light...
Sir?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with my cabin boy.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and those songs...
All we can do is plot a course. I do thank you. Your actions bring...
Be back soon, Captain.
Sir?
Are you ready?
We should...
Permission to board the ship?
Certainly. Do you have any farewell?
No, my house is in order.
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tir Fridee. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast has awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need routes! We must contain it! Help!
Come on, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Gentlemen!
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's...
Charming, welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Naughts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.